Just Trading family? This is February 2nd, and we finna hop right into this trade recap. So, coming into the market today, I was like, all right, bet, what do we look like? All right, so did my top down analysis. I got my 1 hour high here, and I'm pretty sure this is like a 4 hour high, or whatever. I got it marked up on my other chart. However, whatever the case may be. So, I checked my 15-minute. Let me go back. My 1 hour, on my 1 hour chart, I'm still bearish at this moment, right? But I have my 1 hour high that would, if we close above this on a 1 hour chart, then that would tell me that my 1 hour is bullish. So I checked my 15-minute, and this is how I take my trades. I found that, now I have a solid target whenever I'm entering trades or whatever. So if my 15-minute is bullish and my 1 hour is bearish, okay, I'm going to use my 1 hour high as a target if I get an entry going to that level. Okay. Because a lot of times what we'll end up doing is we'll come to this level, liquidity sweep it, and reverse and come back down. Well, if I know that my 15-minute is bullish, me taking a 1 minute entry, I would only want to go as far as the 1 hour high, because I don't know if we're going to flip the 1 hour or not. So coming into the market, obviously we had our, we had our 15-minute market structure shift longs here, and we did not flip it back down at no point on this uptrend right here. So I'm bullish. And do we got enough distance from where price is currently up to here? We got about 115 points, right? So before market open, we're going to play this for a couple candles. What I wanted to see at market open was I wanted to see us come down on the 1 minute time frame. I'm taking this trade long regardless, because this is the best possible chance for me to get in this trade. And if you look right here, we also have this 15-minute first presented fair value gap that we just barely tapped into. And I was kind of looking for a little bit of rejection out of this to push us back down into this one to project us back up. Well, if you traded today, that didn't happen. So what I ended up doing was, okay, we got our 15-minute, I wanted this tap in. I wanted us to open up, tap in, and go, right? Well, before market open, all right, we got we broke structure back to the upside on this 1 minute. And I was like, well, I don't really want to trust it because it's just the 1 minute, and this kind of looks like consolidation. But when I go to my 2 minute, also broke this structure right here, also going back to the upside. So me at market open, I'm in this trade. All right, I'm in this trade here with buys. My stop loss would be below the 50% of this, because anything lower than that, I don't want to test it. So my stop loss is here, 50% of this, and I'm targeting that hourly high. Before market, when I seen this 2 minute happen like this, I hopped into the trade. I'm like, oh, my 2 minute is long, my 1 minute is long. I'm trusting the trade. Okay. So first candle, 1 minute, literally your first 1 minute candle. Now, like I said, I didn't want to see this happen, but if it did happen, this would be the best possible area for me to get in. And I was willing to take a small hit of $139. Now, this is with 2 micros. I'm realizing that you can make a significant amount of money with just 2 micros, you know what I'm saying? And you're not even risking a lot. So ideally, what I wanted price to do, I wanted price to come back down into this fair value gap, maybe sweep these equal lows that's inside of this fair value gap right here, these two right here. I wanted us to come into this and then come back out and stretch up. Now, we didn't get that. We had to go with what we worked, what we got. So as soon as I seen price accelerating like this, I immediately brought my stop up to here, because in my mind, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but we can explode up and then come all the way back down and then go up and hit our target. So as soon as I seen this, I moved this up here, and then I was like, you know what, we'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I took the 400. It said 400 on here, but I ended up making like 333 because I got in my trade just a little bit late, because like I said, I wanted to see us open, come down, and when price is doing this thing in the mornings, it's like, all right, what are we going to do? I got in my trade a little bit late. However, We skyrocketed up. That was my trade, and then I'll post this trade recap, and I can show you my entry points on this clip right here, and that's it. That's why I took the 9:30 open trade, because my 15-minute was longs. I had a 1 hour target, clear target that I can get to. I had a good setup. The only thing that didn't happen was we didn't tap into the 15-minute fair value gap like I wanted to and exploded up, but we just opened up and ran up. And I've seen this happen so many times, and I've always just studied why is price just taking off like that? How can I catch that? And what I'm finding is, when you have at least two high time frames in alignment, or you have one high time frame and then you take a lower time frame entry, just target the next higher time frames high or low, depending if you have enough distance from where price is to that point. If price was only like 30 points away or 20 points away from that higher time frame, maybe like if I'm going from the 15-minute to the 1 hour, using the 1 hour as a target, if the 1 hour is only like 20 to 30 points away, I'm probably not going to take that trade, because that's not enough distance, and I don't know if price is going to reverse from that hourly or if we're going to actually close above. That's one of them ones where I would just sit on my hands and wait to see what happened. So that's the trade recap for today. 9:30 open, the first 2 minutes of market open, and I was in and out and done for the day.